based on the analysis of factors contributing to a potential collapse of Scientology and a review of their actions over the past 2 decades, it is fair to consider that Scientology is likely experiencing a slow, internal decline. Several key indicators suggest that while the organization outwardly maintains a polished appearance, there are significant signs of trouble beneath the surface. Here's a deeper look at the evidence. 1. Decreased membership. Claim versus actual numbers. Scientology frequently inflates its membership numbers, claiming millions of members worldwide. However, independent research and surveys have shown that the actual number of active members is much smaller, possibly in the tens of thousands. The organization's reliance on a small, highly committed base, while struggling to attract new converts, suggests declining influence. Celebrity decline. Over the last 2 decades, some prominent celebrity members have distanced themselves from the organization, while others have remained silent. These high-profile individuals were once major public figures for Scientology, but their lack of vocal support now suggests disillusionment or embarrassment, which could be indicative of a broader decline in credibility. F2. Financial strain and legal battles. Loss of tax exemption challenges. While Scientology still holds its tax-exempt status in the U.S., there have been increasing legal challenges and investigations into its finances. Legal battles, both from former members and governments, drain resources and tarnish their public image. These ongoing lawsuits, combined with allegations of financial misconduct, suggest that the organization is fighting to protect itself on multiple fronts. Money from members. Scientology's income model relies heavily on donations and payments for auditing and courses. As membership dwindles, so too does the revenue stream. Financially, Scientology has historically used aggressive tactics to extract as much money as possible from its loyal members, but diminishing returns from a shrinking base suggest a potential financial strain. 3. Heavy reliance on propaganda. Building empty ideal orgs. Over the past 2 decades, Scientology has been opening ideal orgs, new churches around the world. However, reports and investigations have shown that many of these buildings are largely empty. This focus on creating an appearance of expansion without actual growth in membership indicates a heavy reliance on outward propaganda to cover up internal issues. Media control and censorship. Scientology has worked hard to control its public image, aggressively going after critics and attempting to discredit defectors. The fact that they continue to spend substantial resources on media production, PR campaigns, and smear tactics against former members shows that the organization is more focused on maintaining an illusion of stability rather than dealing with internal issues. 4. Internal dissension and high-profile defections. Whistleblowers and ex-members. Over the last 20 years, high-ranking former members have spoken out against the organization, detailing abuses, financial exploitation, and psychological manipulation. People like Leah Remini and Mike Rinder have raised awareness through TV shows and interviews, creating a significant public relations challenge for the church. The growing number of ex-members who are willing to speak out reflects an increasing loss of control over its base. Harsh treatment of defectors. Scientology's aggressive use of disconnection and harassment against defectors, while it might keep some members in line, has likely led to deep resentment and contributed to a growing exodus. The very existence of such harsh measures is often a sign of desperation within an organization that is losing grip over its people. Number 5. Diminishing public support and influence. Loss of influence in Hollywood. In the past, Scientology had significant sway in Hollywood, with celebrity endorsements that gave the organization an aura of power and legitimacy. Over the last decade, however, the public perception has shifted dramatically, with fewer celebrities openly endorsing the church and many distancing themselves from it. Increasing documentaries, exposés, and books about the darker side of Scientology, particularly focusing on abuses within the Sea Org and leadership's authoritarian control, have led to broader societal skepticism. This shift in public opinion erodes Scientology's ability to recruit new members and build cultural influence. 6. Increased secrecy and insularity. Focus on control. The fact that Scientology has become even more secretive and insular suggests an organization trying to protect itself from external pressure. Increased measures to control internal dissent, prevent members from accessing outside information, and stop them from leaving reflect an inward-looking, defensive posture that points to systemic weakness. Isolation of leadership. Reports of David Miscavige's leadership becoming more isolated and paranoid echo the behavior of leaders who are aware of internal collapse. When leadership becomes disconnected from the reality of its members' experience, it often accelerates decline. Conclusion. Taking all of this into account, it does seem reasonable to assume that Scientology is undergoing a slow, masked internal collapse. While the organization has vast resources and has developed powerful techniques for image management, the outward signs, decreased membership, financial strain, heavy reliance on propaganda, high-profile defections, and increased secrecy suggest a significant decline. Scientology appears to be surviving largely on the strength of its legacy and the illusions it creates through media, legal battles, and controlling its members. But this is unsustainable in the long term. The collapse, however, may not be sudden or catastrophic like Jonestown, but more gradual, as the organization continues to lose relevance and influence, eventually leading to a hollow shell of what it once claimed to be.
Audiences know what to expect, and that is all they are prepared to believe in.
Get your bets in. Get your bets in. The house always wins in the long run. Because of the zeros on the board, every bet is slightly favored towards the house. 35 black. No one wins.
Look at that unusual thing. I've never... It's gone now. I'm on 35 black, by the way.
We have a winner.
Hey, good job.